I think our passion is truly medical dermatology. At the heart of this practice, we want to help people who have skin disease, and that could be a family history of melanoma that brings you in because you're worried that your dad had it and now you want to make sure none of your moles look funny. A personal history of skin cancer, you've already had skin cancer. 2 million Americans every year are diagnosed with skin cancer, so we have a lot of patients in this area with risk factors, things like fair skin and a lot of moles, who get a lot of sun exposure because we live in North Carolina. And that just means that we have a lot of patients who need skin exams to check for abnormalities and precancerous spots and skin cancers. We do other things like warts and molluscum and pediatric rashes and things like that. But the patients who may not be able to get the stronger medications from their primary care physicians, things like that, they're the ones that tend to come in here because, you know, we can prescribe what we call the heavy hitters for psoriasis, the biologic medications. We prescribe Accutane, which is the one thing that could actually permanently cure acne. And we do very, very thorough skin exams. We actually say we take pride in how thorough we are on our skin exams. We will check every nook and cranny of your skin from scalp to toenails. And you know, we find a lot of skin cancers really early, even, you know, the size of a pinhead sometimes, which is when you want to find them because A, it gives you a smaller scar, B, it could potentially save your life. People should come in prepared for their full body check for skin cancer screening. No makeup, you know, don't put anything extra on your skin like self-tanner that might, you know, hide brown spots.
So if you're preparing for, let's say, a skin exam, we always want you to kind of review your medical history and your medications before you come in. Now we're actually starting to do something where you can check in online through our freezer program, which is really nice and kind of streamlines the process. And then just be prepared that we're going to look at all parts of your skin. If we don't look, no one else will. So we always check everywhere between your toes, on your back. That's where guys get a lot of skin cancer problems, is on their back. So we always check your back, and we like to be as thorough as humanly possible because, like I said, we only get to see you for 15 to 20 minutes, but we want to make that an important 15 to 20 minutes and make sure we have you on a schedule as far as how often to be seen going forward. Your skin, you know, people don't think of it as being an organ, but it's, you know, on the outside part of your body, and it's subject to environmental damage every day, whether that be sun, wind, obviously UV radiation. So there's a lot of things that you need to be doing, and you know, my goal for every skin check that you come into is to, one, make sure there's nothing on you that'll hurt you, two, make sure you know what you're going to look for in between appointments, and three, make sure we get you on a schedule as far as how often to be seen. That may be every 3 months for someone who has a lot of skin damage, to every 2 or 3 years to someone who's really responsible as far as monitoring their skin and doesn't have a lot of spots that we're worried about. As far as what you can be doing for your skin every day, I always recommend a moisturizer with sunscreen to exposed areas, and then just being smart as far as when you're going out, peak hours, things like that. Remember to reapply sunscreen if you're going to be exposed to sun consistently. But you know, people don't realize there's a lot of stuff you can do every day as far as moisturizing and skincare that we can guide you through that process when you come in. I like to provide personalized healthcare, meaning everyone, you know, I don't want you to feel guilty when you come in here because you've had a lot of sunburns growing up and you haven't treated your skin well up to this point. So when you come in here, I always say the best thing that you could do is come here. So you may be a little bit of a project where we're gonna have a couple things and see you a little more frequently in the beginning, but my goal is always that we're making progress going forward, meaning, you know, it doesn't matter what you did. But going forward, if you make smart decisions, you can definitely decrease your risk of having adverse outcomes and developing skin cancers and having aging features of your skin. So, you know, the most important thing is getting in and then getting a plan to go forward. And not, you know, you can't change what you did in the past, but you can change what you're going to do going forward. And that's really what we focus on.
What I really like to hear from patients is that wasn't that bad. So, you know, they might come in, we have him in this gown, we're gonna look from head to toe, that makes people kind of nervous sometimes. and then possibly do a biopsy on a skin lesion. We get to the end of it, we've done a biopsy, and they go, oh, okay, that wasn't that bad. It wasn't as invasive as I thought. We take care of a lot of complete families. We take care of sometimes husband, wife, kids, grandma and grandpa here, because a lot of families live in the Lake Norman area with extended family nearby. So that's very rewarding too. We get to know the whole family and know the family history, know that there's, a family history of this or that disease, and that helps us be better doctors for you.